Sustainable fashion and creative upcycling is taking over the runway at the ECO-CHIC Fashion Show, hosted by the Milton Community Resource Centre. Here with more from the centre is Bulicek and fashion designer Tele Fagbure.
Yes, you said that perfectly.
Beautiful stuff. This is so exciting. Now, from the new additions, we're going to get to these in a moment, but first, Tina, what's the inspiration behind this show?
Right, so Tele and I met, I guess, a year and a half ago, and we clicked over fashion, as we do, and she was telling me about upcycling and the fact that she can take recycled materials, jeans, and turn them into these beautiful items, and I said, we have to work together.
Yeah.
So brainchild came out this idea to do a fundraiser for our infant food bank around ECO-CHIC Fashion Show, upcycling, thrifting. You can look fabulous in sustainable items. So that's kind of the brainchild behind it.
And I feel like so many people are really into thrifting and really into not letting our clothing end up in landfills and recycling and upcycling and all those things, right? Not just with other elements, but with clothing. How did you kind of come up with these ideas, Tele?
So with New Edition Urban Wear, it's a sustainable fashion brand that really focuses on giving old and discarded items a second life through reworking and repurposing. The ultimate goal is to show that sustainability can be cool and bold and fun and expressive at the same time while being beneficial to the planet, right?
Yeah.
So that was kind of the idea behind it, to show creativity, but also, purpose in fashion.
This
right?
one's totally got like a Halloween-y vibe. I don't know if we can see this, but check this out.
Yeah, so they all sort of have different personality based on your style,
But I love that, because when you're shopping for something as unique as this, the fact that it can kind of just add that little element of your own personality in it, that's really cool. Okay, tell us about the Green Couture Girls Sewing Program at MCRC, Tina.
Yeah, so Tele works with our She Can Girls Green Collective, and so they're learning basically what Tele does, right? So bringing things to life, coming up with their own creations. I don't know if you want to add a bit about the class.
Absolutely. Girls at that age, they're kind of impressionable at that point, right? So this is a turning point where you can open their eyes to see what can come out of sustainability, right?
Yeah.
And the fun in it, the uniqueness, like I said, it's a way to express themselves. So yeah, the girls love it. They absolutely love the class and what they've learned through it, how to sew as well.
Yeah.
Working with sewing machines, working with things around the house that they can really transform. So that's ideally the goal behind it, and
it's something that'll translate into later in life.
Absolutely.
When you're sewing up, a hole in your kid's jeans or a pair of socks or something.
Absolutely.
We don't do it as much as parents used to back in the day. We just throw away and buy a new pair. But that's really you're providing an excellent influence to these girls for sure.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Well, aren't they doing an installation too at the fashion show? They're going to reveal an installation as well.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. I will not reveal it yet.
Yeah. Don't want to give away any spoilers.
Yes.
Let's pivot a little bit and talk about how many families are relying on the infant food bank.
Yeah, so right now we're seeing about 200 babies per month coming through our doors, just for their essential items. So the diapers, the baby food, formula, all of that's gotten so expensive, and families are really struggling. And unfortunately, we're seeing more and more families. So that's why these kind of fundraisers are really critical to keep our shelves stocked.
So a family that is in need that could potentially be watching right now, what can they expect when they walk in the door?
Yeah, we have this really welcoming family room. They have a lovely program facilitator there that will greet them. Everything's laid out so that they can choose what they need, specific brands or items like that. But it's also wraparound supports too, right? So we provide free parenting programs. We have different programs that they can go to with other parents. So it's a full kind of holistic support when they come to the infant food bank.
Which is amazing. The MCRC is such a wonderful foundation. Okay, now why are fundraising events like ECO-CHIC so critical to the infant food bank?
Well, like I mentioned, we're seeing a lot of families coming in all the time, all walks of life, all different situations. We've seen just a continuous trend of families experiencing food insecurity.
Yeah.
So we're always trying to stay ahead of the curve, ahead of the shopping, ahead of making sure that we're always there for the family.
Good
so
support system.
We're always planning the next event, the next thing, right? So we're trying to come up with cool things to draw people in.
If people quickly, because I have to throw things over to Brian, but if people want more information, where can they get it?
They can definitely go to our website at mcrc.on.ca.
Okay.
ECO-CHIC is on our events page, and we'd love to see you there. It's going to be a fun fashionista night.
All right. Well, thank you so much, both of you,
Thank
for
you.
being
Thank you for
here.